Once upon a time, nestled in a small, quiet town, lived a curious little girl named Lily. Every morning, she woke up to the sound of chirping birds and the warm glow of the sun peeping through her window. But one particular morning was different. The air felt sparkly. Lily blinked her eyes open, not to the familiar sight of her cozy bedroom, but to a sky swirling with soft pastel colors, like a painter's dream. She sat up, her feet touching not the wooden floor, but a carpet of glowing moss that pulsed with a gentle, warm light. She wasn't in her room anymore. She wasn't even in her town. She scrambled to her feet and looked around in wide-eyed wonder. Gigantic, luminous flowers in shades of sapphire and gold swayed gently, humming a sweet melody. The trees had leaves made of crystal that tinkled like wind chimes in the soft breeze. It was a world woven from magic and starlight. Lily tiptoed out of the clearing where she had woken up and followed a path paved with smooth, shimmering river stones. As it woke, a creature resembling a squirrel, but with shimmering, rainbow-colored fur, scampered down a tree trunk. It stopped right in front of her, twitched its nose, and said, "Well, hello there. You're not from around here, are you?" Lily gasped. A talking squirrel! Before she could even reply, a butterfly with wings that looked like stained glass fluttered down and landed on her shoulder. "Don't mind Squeaky," it chirped in a voice like tiny bells. "He's just surprised. We don't get many visitors from the waking world." Lily finally found her voice. The waking world. Is that where I'm from? Where am I? Squeaky the squirrel did a little somersault. "You're in the land of Everdream, of course. It's the place where all the happy thoughts and forgotten daydreams come to play." The butterfly, whose name was Luna, fluttered her wings gently. "You must have had a very powerful, very happy dream to find your way here, little one." Lily couldn't help but giggle. This was incredible. She spent the rest of the day exploring Everdream. She met grumpy but kind-hearted gnomes who carved beautiful sculptures out of moonbeams. She played hide-and-seek with mischievous water sprites in a crystal-clear river that tasted like sweet nectar. She even learned how to paint with light, using her fingers to draw sparkling constellations in the air. The creatures of Everdream were fascinated by her stories of the waking world. They had never heard of things like bicycles, or ice cream, or rainy days. Lily described the feeling of the sun on your skin after a cool swim and the taste of her grandmother's apple pie, and the creatures listened with rapt attention. As the pastel sky began to deepen into hues of lavender and indigo, a large, wise-looking owl with feathers like spun silver landed on a branch above her. "Lily," he hooted softly, "the sun is setting in your world. It is time for you to return." A wave of sadness washed over Lily. She didn't want to leave this magical place. "But I love it here," she said, her voice small. The owl, whose name was Orion, blinked his large, knowing eyes. "Everdream will always be here, waiting for you in your happiest dreams. This land is a part of you now, just as you are a part of it." Luna the butterfly landed on her hand. "Just close your eyes, think of your cozy bed, and remember the joy you felt today. That feeling is the key." Lily took a deep breath, picturing her room, her family, and all the things she loved back home. She also held on to the memory of the talking squirrel, the light painting, and the river that tasted like nectar. She closed her eyes tightly. When she opened them again, she was back in her own bed. The morning sun was streaming through her window, and the familiar sounds of her town filled the air. For a moment, she thought it might have all been a dream. But then she saw it on her windowsill. There was a single, tiny, glowing flower, just like the ones from the land of Everdream. A small gift and a promise that her magical adventure was very, very real. From that day on, Lily knew that even in the ordinary world, a little bit of magic is always just a daydream away. Thank you so much for joining me on this magical journey. If you enjoyed Lily's adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more wonder-filled stories. Until next time, keep dreaming.